It's no secret that several states have people fleeing en masse and going to other states. And the states that are seeing people coming into them obviously are shining, showing that they have things that are attractive to people in terms of them holding up laws and rights that people believe in. Now, when looking at this handful, we start with New Jersey here. And I've talked about the tax situation in New Jersey. And what's going on is a record number of people are fleeing there, including billionaire David Tepper, who alone took hundreds of millions in annual tax dollars with him. But yet, they continue to raise taxes, like the rain tax and everything else I've talked about in separate videos. That's just one of the many different proposals that they've brought to the table here to try to curb some of this. What we're seeing is that they still want to apply this income tax, a rate of 10.75% to anyone making over $1 million per year. Now, currently, that was at $5 million. So they're wanting to drop it down to anyone that's making $1 million a year. And this is unattractive. This is having people flee the state. And in turn, a lot of the tax dollars that they were used to seeing coming in are gone. So it's a situation that they're getting into there. And when you look at New York, look at what's happened there. With New York, you had Amazon ready to step in, open up shop, and then all of a sudden you had all this talk from AOC, who's backed by the Hand, if you haven't figured that out already. It basically chased away Amazon and millions of jobs out of NYC, billions of dollars. Where you had Cuomo come out trying to beg him to come back in, but no, their talk and what she was wanting to do scared them off. And guess what else? Even her own mom has fled NYC. That's right. She wouldn't want to tell you that or you to realize that. And her mom now saves $9,600 a year approximately on taxes living in Florida. Now, check this out. It's not over until the dog moves out. And what does that mean? That means that in some of these cases, and at least one here recently, when it came down to the court case and trying to determine where a person lives a majority of the time, if they have a property in two different states and they're trying to get away with paying lesser taxes because they have a property in the other state, well, they look at the dog, where the dog is living. And they say, oh, well, if the dog was staying here a majority of the time, and then we're going to say that that's where you were living. And that ultimately was the ruling factor in one case here recently. Now, Arizona is a place that is embracing a lot of this because you have people fleeing places like California en masse, where we have 1% of California taxpayers makes 50% of the taxes. So what this does is it sets the stage to where they can pull the carpet out from underneath the people big time. Big time. If that upper echelon from Silicon Valley were to take their big money and leave California, they say it would cripple it. Because this is an area that only has 12% of the country's population, but over a third of U.S. welfare recipients. And with new federal tax laws capping the state and local deductions at $10,000, California is looking less and less attractive. Now, Utah is a place where the feds have had a lot of power, control a lot of land. And like a government shutdown, when there's no money funneling through there, Utah said, how about it's time to give the state its power back? Interesting, but where that's going to go yet to be seen. We've seen other states like Kentucky and Missouri making moves to secure gun rights and other rights for its citizens here recently, and an influx of people moving from some of the states I've mentioned here into those areas, into the Midwest, around the Ozarks, the New Madrid, Tennessee, Ohio Valley. That seems to be an area a lot of people are migrating toward in terms of getting away from states that don't have a lot to offer and are taxing people left and right, are on the verge of collapse. And it comes down to the people around you, who you put into power, who you vote into office, what they represent. If you find yourself in a situation where you're surrounded by people that's not representing what you like or you believe in, and you can't do anything to change that, well, maybe you should look at where you're at. And that's exactly what all these people are doing. And they're leaving these areas. They're making the choice to move to a better area, in their opinion. So, some more key information I'll leave here at this link, but I wanted to talk about these things. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for more, and also hit me up, dabu7yahoo.com, if you've got anything out there you want to get to me. Much love, y'all.